this, and yeah, hopefully it won't be too windy. So we've got the new collection, Botanical Garden, which is slightly different to English Garden because we've ventured into the tropics now, haven't we? So tell me about that.
Yeah, exactly. So for my first collection, it was very much focused on English fruits, flowers, insects that you'd commonly find in and around the UK. But with this collection, I really wanted to delve a bit deeper into more rare and unusual floral and fauna. So this is my original drawing from the Bird of Paradise collection. This is my first cockatoo that I drew. He's just here.
Yeah, that's so fantastic because it's actually almost identical scale, isn't it?
Yeah. I do tend to
incredible.
draw things either to scale or bigger.
Yeah, and what's lovely here is you can see the addition of the jewel beetle there as an after.
Yeah, and then I've got
addition.
the Cairns butterfly just
here. So that's that butterfly,
So
and that one there. Yeah, that's incredible. And this is all pencil drawing.
This is all pencil drawing.
Yeah, and then it's scanned and
exactly.
and layered, I suppose.
It's my other bird. A lot of the foreground I tend to keep very similar or just ever so slightly adjust it because I like to keep the colours as accurate as possible to the original.
Yeah. So that it's almost put together in pieces.
Exactly.
Isn't it? So
Yeah, exactly.
You create the artwork and then the wallpaper is the culmination of that being laid together.
Yeah.
And so when you're drawing these, do you have in your mind, have you pre-sketched this? Do you have in your mind exactly how that's going to
I often
layer?
imagine exactly how I want it before I start drawing. I mean, like for example with this one, I knew I wanted to have the Birds of Paradise plant with the cockatoos, just especially because of their the feathers on their head. They're so similar to the Bird of Paradise, and it's exactly what I feel the Bird of Paradise is trying to do. It's it's trying to replicate, a bird of paradise. So
kind of English country garden ones. And this is just gorgeous, just amazing. So this is Foxglove Garden with the foxgloves and the hollyhocks, and I particularly like that
the spiderweb,
which just gives it that little bit of sort of interest.
Exactly, I like hiding little things to make you look longer, like, oh look, there's a spiderweb or a ladybird, or I've got some snails in one of them.
and I think they're quite sort of like jewellery, aren't they? You know, the little bugs and
exactly.
That's kind of that beaded effect with the dew on it.
Yeah.
So this is obviously an original foxglove. Amazing. So lovely.
Thank you. So this one was done in pencil from a photograph. So this design was actually inspired by a trip to Hampton Court flower show.
Oh yes.
It was a couple of years ago actually, and they had this fabulous display of all foxgloves in the foreground, and then towers of hollyhocks above, and it just looked incredible. So that's what I mean by, sometimes the design is just there in front of me. It just it just looks so perfect.
Yes.
So
and what I love about this as well is that they're almost life size. It's almost like having the foxglove.
Yeah, I really like
room.
a big repeat.
Yes.
I know maximalism.
Yes. So this is a really tropical one now, isn't it? So this is the orchid.
Yeah.
Orchid jungle, is it?
Orchid jungle.
Orchid jungle. Quite far removed actually from British garden, isn't it? Or an English garden.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is one of my favourites to design actually. I've wanted to do something with orchids for a while, and really dense foliage and quite not your obvious orchid, almost looking at these kind of weird and wonderful ones. I love the
very
pink in it.
luxurious.
I've had a love affair with pink and green.
Yes.
You can tell by quite a lot of the designs that I continue that on.